Right now, there are people making a living on social media without selling anything. We've all seen those profiles of seemingly regular people with tons of followers. It always seems as if they're traveling or doing something fun. But what exactly do they do to fund this fairy tale lifestyle? Well, they are social influencers. Experts predict that in the next 2 years, global influencer marketing will be a $5 to $10 billion industry. Welcome to another episode of the multiverse of making money online. Subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with the latest uploads. Before we start, please keep in mind that we are not certified financial advisors. We simply provide informative and educational videos. Please do your due diligence when investing. Well, let's get into today's video. Step 1, pick a platform. The first thing you need to do is decide which platform you're going to prioritize the most. Ultimately, you'll want to have profiles set up on as many social networks as possible, but one needs to be your bread and butter. Research shows that nearly all social influencers work on Instagram. In 2018, more than 82% of social influencers said that Instagram is their #1 platform. Just over 12% responded with YouTube and less than 2% said Facebook. That's probably because 76% of influencers say that Instagram has the best tools compared to other social platforms. Based on these numbers, I highly recommend picking Instagram as your top priority. You don't need to reinvent the wheel here. If other influencers are having so much success on Instagram, you should be able to follow in their footsteps. Your other social profiles should be used to enhance the image of your personal brand and ultimately expand your reach. But you can use Facebook and Twitter to try to get more followers on Instagram. Step 2. Join a network for influencers. Another way to make money on social media is by joining networks made for influencers. These platforms are used to connect brands with people based on their followers and specialties. BrandWatch is a great place to start. Let's say you share lots of content related to yoga and holistic health on your social media profiles. Your followers are obviously interested in this content as well, which is why they are following you in the first place. If you join one of these networks, it will be easier for brands to find you if they have a product or service related to your content. If a brand wants to work with an influencer to sell their newest yoga mat and yoga clothing, it'll get matched with you through these networks. You can handle all communication with the brands through these platforms as well. This can help you stay organized as opposed to using direct messaging through social media. Once you get lots of followers, it's tough to keep up with all the messages in your inbox. Step 3, boost your engagement rates. The reason why brands want to work with social influencers is they historically have extremely high engagement rates. In fact, brands named engagement as the top metric for measuring the success of influencer marketing campaigns. If you want to make yourself more appealing, you can show brands how high your engagement rates are with your followers. Start by learning how to write captions that drive engagement. You want your followers to like, comment, tag, review, and share your content. Respond to your followers. I know this can be tricky, especially for those of you who have tens of thousands of followers, but the key is getting into a habit of making time to respond. At the very least, just like their comment if you can't respond to it. Remember, we're treating this as your job. If you want to make a living on social media, you need to dedicate a certain amount of time each day toward making yourself a more valuable influencer. If it were easy, everyone would be doing it. Engaging with your followers will help them feel a personal connection with you. When you recommend a brand to them, they will be more likely to act on your recommendation, making your marketing campaigns more successful. Step 4, give away free stuff. Everyone wants to get something free. To increase engagement with your followers, hosting a giveaway is one of your top options. Once you start negotiating with brands and deciding what kind of content you should be posting, you can suggest a giveaway. Ultimately, the decision is theirs. They will be the ones paying you for sponsored content, but you don't have to commit to anything you're uncomfortable with. If you think the content they want you to post doesn't add value to your followers, you can respectfully turn down the offer. After all, you don't want to lose credibility by posting everything and anything someone presents to you. Otherwise, you could see a drop in engagement from your followers. Step 5, use multiple hashtags. If you're trying to make money on social media, you can't be afraid to use hashtags, but don't use only one per post. Research shows that using multiple hashtags leads to higher engagement rates. The magic number here is 7. Posts with 7 hashtags have the highest engagement rates, but that doesn't mean you should go overboard. Using more than 8 hashtags on one single post can seem spammy. Step 6, partner with a mobile app. All too often, I see social influencers partner with the same types of brands. They're promoting clothing, fitness apparel, accessories, and food. While there's nothing wrong with this strategy, it may not be sustainable for long-term growth. Those brands will end up using other influencers in the future once they feel they've gotten the most out of you, and if your cost per post rate gets too high. Think outside the box and try to partner with unique brands, such as mobile applications. Step 7. Find your niche. It's tempting for new influencers to take jobs from any brand that offers them money, but you need to understand how these posts can impact your future. You don't want to partner with any brand that goes against your core values and beliefs. Furthermore, you need to analyze how this content will affect your followers and how you're perceived by other brands moving forward. Step 8. Know your worth. According to research, 80% of influencers say sponsored content is their primary source of income. This ranked higher than advertisements and affiliate links. Only 33% of influencers actually sign a contract with sponsors. You've got to make sure to protect yourself and get paid for your work. Don't just post content for brands who offer to send you free products. That's not enough if you're trying to make a living. Step 9. Post high-quality photos. Look back at all the examples I showed you so far. What do all of them have in common? Well, it's high-quality content. If you want to become a social influencer, you need to make sure you're sharing only quality photos. Buy a professional camera if you have to. Or at least get yourself a new smartphone that takes better pictures. Invest in yourself. Step 10. Fully disclose your relationships with brands. Part of being a social influencer means you need to fully disclose your relationships with brands. First of all, you don't want to mislead any of your followers or cause them to distrust you. That's not right. But even more importantly, it's actually a law. It's a requirement by the Federal Trade Commission. The FTC says that these disclosures must be clear and obvious. It doesn't want you to use anything ambiguous like #thanks or #collab, which could be misinterpreted. Step 11. Promote your services. Okay, so you want to make a living on social media without selling any products, but you can still sell your services. Earlier, I explained how you can make a living by taking high-quality photos and then leverage your photography skills to make money. And with that, we've reached the end of today's episode. Get involved. Let us know what you think in the comments section down below. Leave a like and subscribe for more content just like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.